So there's been some tea in the knitting community. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, aka midsummerknits, and today's video is a really exciting one. It is a little knitting vlog showing what I knit in an entire week. I brought you guys along with me whenever I knitted in the past week, and I also showed a little bit more of my day-to-day life, of things I do on the side that is not just knitting. And I thought it was a really fun week to bring you guys along on, so I hope you enjoy watching. Also, if you guys are curious, I am wearing my Luna tee. I just recently finished this and it has not made an appearance on my YouTube channel yet, so I decided I had to wear it for today's video. Okay, first update in my knitting vlog. So it is currently Sunday, and Sundays are usually my filming days for YouTube, so I usually spend like the whole, at least until like 12 p.m, if not like 1 or 2 p.m, filming stuff for YouTube. And that's also what I did this week. So I filmed one video and then I filmed a few more intros and like some TikToks and stuff. And I'm honestly just a bit tired. So I'll usually give myself the rest of Sunday to have a little bit more of a relaxing day and do some knitting and like just chill a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on my Moby sweater, and this has been a whip for me for quite a long time. I thought that I could finish this in like a month and a half, but I ended up getting sidetracked and working on the Luna tee, which I finished now. And so now I'm finally back to working on this one. And I am literally on the second sleeve and like so close to being done with it. I finished the first sleeve already, as you can see, and for the second sleeve I have like one more repeat of the pattern and then the ribbing. So I'm gonna just put like a marker in where I'm at right now so I can show you guys where I'm at the end of the day after I like spend most of the rest of the day knitting. And I'm really hoping that I can finish the sleeve today, but maybe that's like a misplaced hope and I won't be quite done by the end of today, so we will see. Otherwise, what I'm gonna be working on for the rest of the week once I finish that sleeve is the body. So I kind of stopped off on the body early and went to the sleeves because I had a somewhat limited amount of yarn and I was like, I'd rather crop the body a little bit than the sleeves. And just I also wanted like a little bit of variation on what I was working on. So now that I'm gonna be done with the sleeves, I will be back to the body, and I definitely want to knit a good amount more of the pattern on the body before I go into the ribbing. I don't want it to be like this cropped, but I might make it like a little bit cropped as opposed to like a normal sweater. So we'll see where that goes, but I will try and update you guys after today as to how much knitting I got done. It's about 3:20 p.m, so I've been knitting for a little less than an hour, and I've knit this much. I've knit around like one full repeat of the stitch pattern and like maybe an inch and a half, and I'm about to start on the ribbing. So I'm really excited about that. That means I'm really close to being done with the sleeve, and I'm really hoping I can finish it today. Hey, good morning. It is Monday, June 5th, and it's actually like noon, so it's not really morning. But I just wanted to give a little update on where I'm at with my knitting. First of all, I finished my second sleeve, which is really exciting. I was really hoping to finish it yesterday, and I feel like I got a good chunk of time to work on it and finally got to finish it. Also, I did the Italian bind off successfully for the second time ever, the first time being on the first sleeve of the sweater. And I actually am starting to really like Italian bind off, at least for 1x1 rib. I feel like it went super well and it looks really neat. So I'm excited about that. Also, to finish the sleeve, I knit around like 3.5 inches. So I've got a good bit of knitting done yesterday. And then today I started back on knitting on the body. So as you can see, I haven't knit a ton, and just being realistic, I don't think that today and tomorrow I'm gonna get too much done because Monday and Tuesday night are usually the nights that I work on editing for my YouTube video. So for today I was able to get a little bit of knitting done at my work meeting, but I'm not really anticipating having too much more time to knit like tonight and tomorrow night. Good morning. It is about 9:30 on Tuesday, and I'm just starting my day. I actually stayed up really late last night editing my video, which was not a good decision. Usually I do like 3 hours of editing in the evening, so I'll do it from like around 7:30 or 8 until 11 at the latest. But yesterday I was so into editing my video that I literally stayed up and edited until 12 and then ended up getting to bed a little bit later than I would have liked. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my work, and we'll see if I get to any knitting today or if it's just plain editing. Oh my gosh, it's so gloomy out. So Wednesday night ended up being a little bit more of a chill night. I didn't get to do too much knitting or anything very productive. Instead, I just went to this local park with my boyfriend and we played some pickleball. As you can see, I'm really not good at pickleball. I'm just not very athletic, but my boyfriend humored me and hit it around with me for a bit. And after that, he practiced some of his serves on his own. And as you can see, he is quite good at it on his own. And after that, we ended up just going to an Italian restaurant and getting some food. Overall, it was a very nice chill night to rest up after the chaos of the first couple days of the week. Good morning. So as you guys saw on my vlog yesterday was not the most productive knitting day. I feel like after Monday and Tuesday, I usually am just a little bit burnt out on creating content and knitting. And so yesterday on Wednesday night, I took the day kind of off. So after everything I did yesterday night, I spent about an hour knitting and made a little bit of progress on my Moby sweater. I feel like it's actually very hard to see the progress I'm making because just working on the body as opposed to the sleeves, it goes a lot more slowly. So let me show you guys. So this marker here is where I marked when I started working on the body of the sweater earlier in the week. And as you can see, I haven't really spent that much time knitting on the body of the sweater, maybe like 2 hours total. But as you can see, I haven't done too much. So I've knit about 1.5 inches on the body. And I am hoping that I have a little bit more time today and tomorrow to just put a little bit of knitting time in, get some progress made in the sweater. It would be really cool if I could actually finish this sweater soon because honestly, I need to start on my costume for Eras Tour because I have that in a couple of months and I'm nervous there's going to be some issues with that where I'm gonna have to frog and gonna have to like redo things. So I definitely need to get started on that soon. I feel like I really want to finish the Moby sweater because I already took the time away from the Moby sweater to make the Luna tee, and I feel like this project has just been like sitting there waiting for me to get back to it. So I really do want to finish this, but we might see, depending on like time constraints, if I'm able to, or if I have to literally wait until like the middle of the summer to finish it. But all in all, I really love how it's coming out. This is just a gorgeous pattern and I'm really hoping that I can finish it up soon. Hi vlog. So it is Thursday night, and something very exciting is happening tonight. One of my all-time favorite artists, aka right after Taylor Swift, Noah Kahan, is releasing the deluxe version of his album Stick Season tonight. And the album is releasing at midnight Eastern time. I am in PST, so that's going to be 9 p.m. for me. And then he's also doing a live stream like an hour beforehand. So from 8 p.m. until like at least 9:30 tonight, I'm gonna be busy like watching Noah Kahan do his live and then listening to his new music, and I'm really excited for it. That being said, I'm really gonna try and do some knitting while I'm watching his live stream and listening to the new music and everything. So I will update you guys as to how much knitting I'm actually able to get done. Side note, I forgot to mention this, but I added a new ball of yarn to my project yesterday because I had just run out of the last ball of yarn. And I ordered more of this yarn, the Lily Kate Makes Axis, from a company called Wool & Co. And they offered free ball winding. So now I have 2 cakes of yarn and I didn't even have to wind it myself, which I really, really like. I find the process of winding cakes of yarn to be a little bit tedious. It's a little bit fun in some ways, but I feel like especially with this project, because I've had to wind many cakes of this yarn just because there's not too much yarn in each skein, I feel like it's just gotten to be a little bit old, and especially when I have to wind the yarn to actually continue on the project, I will just end up putting it off for so long. So I was really happy when I opened the package and realized that I had gotten the pre-wound option because I was just like, now I don't have to wind it, that's amazing. So yeah, definitely recommend Wool & Co, and I also love this yarn. I have about 30 minutes before Noah starts his live, so I'm just gonna get into doing some knitting in the meantime. Good morning. It is 11:25 on Friday. We are at the pool in our apartment complex. The lighting is not very good if I show the pool, but it's a super nice day, and so we're just sitting outside for a bit and drinking some tea. Last night I got knitting in for about an hour and then listened to Noah Kahan's new album. There's a lot of birds, I'm sure you can hear that. They said, let me just chirp while you're filming. Yeah, listen to Noah Kahan's new songs for the deluxe version of the album like twice through, and it's really good. Howard, what's your favorite?
Their extended version of Between Villages.
Okay. I think my favorite is You're Gonna Go Far, but I need to listen to it more. So there's been some tea in the knitting community, and I mean, tea is in drama, not as in matcha. And so I posted a TikTok kind of in response to this drama, and I want to put just like the TikTok on the screen so you guys can watch it. But before I do, I want to give a brief explanation of the situation. So many of you guys probably know Kendall, or I Knit That. She is a really cool fiber artist who does a lot of really innovative work with fiber arts. She does a lot of garments with text on them, and a lot of the text is just kind of like her inner monologues, and then she'll do a lot of also like incorporating different visual elements with doing a lot of intarsia and other really cool color work. And so I've really admired her work for a long time. And essentially there is another creator whose sister made a viral TikTok claiming that Kendall copied this other creator's ideas. And this other creator, Esther, has been doing these like karaoke sweaters that have song lyrics on them for a while, and Kendall has also been following Esther and like interacting with some of her posts. And Kendall's recent piece looks somewhat similar to these karaoke sweaters, just like aesthetically, as in it is like a white or cream sweater with some pink text on it, and one of Esther's sweaters is a white sweater with red text on it. However, in my mind, they're like two pretty different concepts, just in that Kendall's work has been kind of building on top of all of her previous work of doing kind of like her inner monologue and using her own text, versus Esther's work is using like song lyrics. So that is sort of the basis for why this creator's sibling is saying that Kendall has plagiarized work. And this has turned into like a very big conversation, especially within TikTok and in the knitting community. So it's really interesting for me to see. I'm going to put my TikTok on the screen with just sort of explaining my stance on this and why I think it's not really a valid claim of plagiarism. But it has been kind of an interesting discussion. And I think overall this was kind of a big misunderstanding, and I think that should have been solved more privately. But I honestly think at the end of the day that it's not really a valid claim of plagiarism. So I just wanted to talk about that since that has been going on recently, and I posted about that on my TikTok.
I think this artist using the term original text is a reach, and it's not true.
So that video that I just showed a clip of, which I actually tried to stitch, but the creator turned stitches off, is a video talking about how Kendall from I Knit That allegedly plagiarized work from the creator's sister. Since I can't stitch the video, I will just show you guys quickly. So this is Kendall's sweater, and this is the other creator, Esther's sweater. And this is not me trying to send hate to the creator or to their sibling. This is really just me coming from a place of being a creator myself and my point of view on the situation. So the first thing I want to say is that plagiarism is a very serious accusation to make, and I don't think that people should be throwing this accusation around just because of kind of a cosmetic similarity between two pieces of work. I understand the frustration of seeing someone else's work on social media that is somewhat similar to yours and feeling like they should have credited you for the inspiration. However, I feel like making these accusations of plagiarism when the similarities between your work and someone else's are really only skin deep is going to take away from the validity and the weight of actual claims of plagiarism. And the thing that really frustrates me is that Kendall has been doing similar text-based work for a very long time, and I've honestly considered her work to be really innovative. She's done a lot of really cool designs that are incorporating different visual elements in addition to just text. She's really put her voice into the mix in every single piece that she makes. If you read the text, it is talking about sort of her inner monologue and situations in her life, and to me that's very unique. And it really frustrates me that a lot of people are running from TikTok to Kendall's Instagram to spam her Instagram with comments saying that she plagiarized someone else's work. Well, it's very clear to me that they haven't taken the time to familiarize themselves with her work at all. And again, this is not to take away from Esther's artistry or what she has made. I think that the karaoke sweater idea is really cool, and I really like her work. But to me, the only similarity here really is that these are two white sweaters with red or pink text on them. And in my opinion, no one owns the concept of putting text on a sweater. This is just my opinion. Again, I don't mean any offense to anyone involved in this situation. I think it was really just a misunderstanding. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hey besties, it's 5 p.m. I'm back in my office again, and I just finished work for the day, so I'm gonna do a little bit of knitting. This has been a much more eventful week than I intended for it to be. I thought it would really just be me knitting on my couch like the entire week. And while I have done that a good bit, I've also been like going out and doing things a lot of the days. So again today I'm planning to go to the new Spider-Verse movie with my boyfriend. So I'm gonna go to that, I think it's at like 9 or 9:30. So I'm not gonna get any knitting done there because I'm not gonna be able to see in the theater and I really need to be able to see my Moby sweater if I'm working on it. So I won't be doing any knitting later tonight. But between now, which is like 5:10 until like closer to 9, I'm gonna like eat some dinner and then just do some knitting. And I also realized that I did really want to do a little bit more knitting like out and about this week. Like I thought I would bring my knitting a couple more places and make it a little bit more of an interesting vlog, and I haven't done that quite yet. I'm hoping I can do it a little bit tomorrow, but I am very much like a stay at home and knit on the couch person as opposed to like a bring your knitting everywhere you go person. I feel like that's kind of representative of my actual life. I hope this is still a somewhat interesting vlog for you guys and you enjoy watching it, so yeah. Alright, I'm back in my office if you can't tell, and it's around 7 p.m. and there's this little farmer's market that happens really close to where our Airbnb is on Fridays. And my boyfriend is currently out playing pickleball. And normally I wouldn't go to one of these things by myself, which is just like a very silly anxiety of mine. Like I just get anxious to go out in public places by myself. I get this weird like anxiety about leaving the house and like especially going to a shop or going to like order something. I get nervous like doing it by myself, which is so silly. So I'm really trying to like get past that. Actually, I need to tell you guys a story. It's not really a story, but the other day I was at the airport and I ordered something from Panera and they actually gave me slightly the wrong thing. Like they gave me the wrong side. And normally I would have just like sat there and ate it, but I like worked up the courage to go and tell them that it was the wrong thing. And I feel like it really paid off because they gave me the correct side and then they let me keep also the side that I didn't order, which is really cool because I honestly kind of wanted the extra side they gave me too. And that's just the kind of small thing that I like wouldn't usually do. Like I would usually just kind of like sit there and suck it up and eat it. But I was really proud of myself for just like plucking up the courage to go and ask for that. And I want to do things like that more often. So today's challenge on that front is going to this farmer's market myself, and it's not really like they call it a farmer's market, but they don't sell like produce so much as like drinks, and like they have like food trucks and they also have like some crafts and stuff. So my challenge today is going to be to go there and I'll see what seems appealing, but I do think I'm gonna get a boba because I saw they had boba last week and I wanted to get it, but I didn't. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's go. So I got my little boba and I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I actually haven't tried it yet. It's pretty good. Sorry, let me cover up the porta potties in the background. I'm just at the beach. I definitely should have worn sunglasses because it's so bright and that would have made these clips a lot better. But it is what it is, and I'm just gonna hang out here for a few minutes and then probably head back home. Good morning, it's the weekend, it is Saturday. I went and saw the new Spider-Verse movie last night, which was really good. I always love the animation of those movies. It's just like so creative, and I wish more movies would do sort of like creative animation like that. It's really cool to see as someone who is pretty appreciative of art and used to do art myself. It's just incredible to see how creative it is and just know that so much hard work went into coming up with these concepts and then actually bringing it to fruition. So I definitely recommend, if you are an artist, even if you aren't like a big fan of superhero movies, you should definitely go see both of the Spider-Verse movies. They were amazing. That being said, I didn't realize that this movie was just like part one of a two-parter, so it ends on a cliffhanger. And when the movie ended, I was like actually confused. I was like, wait, is that the end? Like, aren't they gonna keep going? Even though the movie was pretty long, it was like more than 2 hours. But I felt like they were just setting up for a big final fight and I was just waiting for the final fight. And that was not the case, so that was like the only thing that I was kind of confused by. Today I woke up at like 8 or 8:30 and then filmed a couple of TikToks for my like music account. I have a second account that's not knitting related. And today I think I want to try and film another TikTok or two for my knitting account before I leave today. But today we're gonna go grab some brunch, and then we wanted to do a lake day, but it is pretty cold and gloomy outside, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do that or do something else. But I'm definitely gonna try and bring my knitting wherever I go. Otherwise, let's go enjoy our morning. So as I previously mentioned, we went to get brunch on Saturday, and after that we went to Cup of Tahoe, which is one of my absolute favorite places in the entire world. Cup of Tahoe is a combination cafe slash bookstore in Tahoe, which I think is just the coolest thing ever. Also, I just love being there. It has the best vibes ever. So I just went on Saturday and did a bit of knitting. Fun fact, I actually found out later on that Saturday was Knit in Public Day. So I'm really glad that I went and was able to get some knitting in public, even though I didn't realize at the time. Hello guys, so it's late afternoon on Saturday, and I decided to try on my Moby sweater since I made a good bit of progress on it this week, and I feel like I'm so close to being done. I honestly think I might knit another like inch or two and then start on the ribbing because I want it to be just a little bit cropped, like cropped to the point where it hits me probably around like where my jeans are right now. And then I have to do ribbing obviously. And okay, I'm a little bit, I guess it's not quite meeting my expectations because I did think this was going to be a little bit more oversized, and even just trying it on, like having done the body up to here, it looked like it would be a little bit more oversized. But I feel like for whatever reason, now trying it on, it looks more fitted. And I'm definitely going to block it, and like it might grow a little bit with blocking. But yeah, it's just a little bit more fitted than I thought it would be, and that's okay. Like I don't mind a fitted sweater. Like I feel like most of my sweaters are relatively fitted. I just thought it would be a tiny bit more of an oversized moment, but it's okay, it is what it is. I'm certainly not gonna go back and redo anything at this point. I am quite excited with the amount of progress I've made this week. As you can see, this is the marker here for the body, which means I've basically done like at least a third of the body this week, which is awesome, and also finished the sleeve. So I'm really happy with my progress so far. All right, welcome back to the present day. I think this is a pretty average week for me, and I'm very happy with everything I accomplished. The only slight disappointment I have is that I was really close to finishing my Moby sweater. I probably have like 3 more inches to knit on this one before I am done. And I wish that I could have finished it this week and shown you guys in this vlog. It would have been really cool, especially because you guys have seen me working on the Moby sweater for so long. It's been in like so many different videos. It's just a little bit of a slower project for me for whatever reason. Enough complaining from me. I am really happy with how much I did this week, and it was really interesting to see how much knitting I was able to get done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do think it's going to be a little bit of a beast to edit. And if you watched to the end, please include green in your comment down below so I know you watched the entire video. If this was your first time checking out my channel and you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and gave a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm to determine that people like my videos, so I really appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!